Airports are busy places, but what happened that day made everyone stop in disbelief. A black woman, quietly waiting for her flight, suddenly found herself the target of an entitled mother's demands. The mother insisted she move seats so her daughter could sit more comfortably, as though the woman's dignity didn't matter. The stares, the tension, the whispers, it all grew heavier with every second. But what neither the mother nor the crowd expected was the truth about who this woman was. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Her name was Maya Johnson, a respected pilot with over a decade of experience flying international routes. Off-duty and dressed in casual clothes, she blended easily into the sea of travelers at the airport. To most, she was just another passenger, someone scrolling her phone, sipping coffee, waiting for boarding to begin. For Maya, the airport was like a second home, a place she'd walked through hundreds of times. She had earned her wings through hard work, endless training, and resilience against stereotypes that questioned whether a black woman belonged in the cockpit. Yet here, on an ordinary day, she was trying to rest before her next flight. What she didn't know was that a single encounter in this terminal would test her patience, her dignity, and even her silence. Because not every battle is fought in the skies. Some happen on the ground. It started with a voice dripping with entitlement. A woman approached, her young daughter trailing behind. Without so much as a greeting, she demanded that Maya give up her seat. She explained that her daughter preferred sitting by the window and that Maya, just waiting, should move somewhere else. Maya was stunned. Around her, empty seats were scattered across the terminal, yet this woman had chosen her, insisting she make way. The implication hung heavy in the air, that her comfort didn't matter, that she was less deserving of the space she occupied. Maya politely declined, but the woman's tone sharpened. She accused Maya of being difficult, and even muttered that people like her never knew how to show respect. A few nearby passengers overheard, shifting uncomfortably in their seats. Some looked away, unwilling to get involved. Others stared, as though waiting to see what would happen next. The mother's frustration grew louder. She called over a staff member, claiming Maya was being rude. Suddenly, Maya wasn't just dealing with one person. She was standing against a system of bias where assumptions came faster than questions. The staffer hesitated, unsure of the situation, but the mother's confidence made her words feel heavier. The crowd seemed split, some sympathetic, others indifferent, and a few quietly nodding as if Maya truly was in the wrong. Maya's heart pounded. She had been here before, in different forms, different places. She could feel the weight of history pressing on her shoulders. What should she do, stay silent, or rise? The tension broke when the staff member asked Maya to consider moving to avoid conflict. A hush fell, and then Maya stood. Her voice was calm, but every word carried the weight of authority. She reached into her bag and placed her pilot's hat firmly on her head. Gasps echoed through the terminal as whispers spread. She wasn't just a passenger. She was the one who commanded the very planes people trusted with their lives. She turned to the mother and said, without anger but with unshakable dignity, that she would not move. The woman's face flushed red, her daughter tugging nervously at her sleeve. Suddenly, the roles reversed. The entitled mother was exposed, while Maya's presence radiated strength. The crowd leaned in, realizing they had just witnessed a moment of truth. The entitled mother shrank back, muttering excuses before retreating to another row of seats. The staffer, embarrassed, apologized softly to Maya, but Maya adjusted her hat and sat back down, her dignity intact. The crowd whispered, some in awe, others clapping quietly. For Maya, it wasn't about applause. It was about being seen, not as a stereotype, not as a second-class citizen, but as a professional, a leader, a human being worthy of respect. Her silent stand spoke louder than any argument. That day, an airport became a stage for something bigger than travel. It became a reminder. Prejudice hides in everyday moments, and courage is choosing not to yield. How many more times must these lessons be repeated before respect becomes automatic? Which country and city are you watching from? Take care.